film opens with a high-octane chase scene, a group of masked criminals driving a truck loaded with drugs, disguised as a vault delivery vehicle, being pursued by the police. Overwhelmed by the chase, the officers begin firing at the truck. However, the criminals showcase exceptional driving skills, causing several police cars to crash into road barriers.
This is fucked! This is so fucked!
In an attempt to escape, the gang throws a massive vault at the police, striking one officer, and manage to get away. Meanwhile, a police officer named Alex is seen reflecting on his dark past as a corrupt cop, which led to the collapse of his marriage.
Until you make a choice that renders everything worthless. Yourself. But ghosts.
Later, Alex visits a toy store to buy a Christmas gift for his child, hoping it would help repair their relationship. He contacts his ex-wife to tell her he's coming over. However, still harboring resentment, she refuses the visit, claiming their child is already asleep even though the child is actually still playing.
I got a little something for me. I'm trying here.
Showing up with a present doesn't count.
You know my salary can't cover these costs. What do you want me to do? Why don't you put her on the phone and ask her if she wants to speak to me?
At that moment, Alex hears a commotion at a neighbor's house. A man is abusing his wife, and a female officer named Eli, Alex's colleague, steps in and immediately subdues the man.
I said open up.
Evening, officer. There a problem here? She didn't call, so...
You better arrest that asshole. He beat the shit out of me.
Hold this in.
Meanwhile, the gang that earlier escaped the police is led by a man named Brown. Along with his girlfriend, Mia, he heads to a bar to carry out a drug transaction with the Triad, the most feared criminal syndicate in the Chinese underworld.
This way.
Upon arriving at the bar, Brown and Mia are greeted by Cheng, a senior member of the Triad. They are then escorted to meet the Triad's leader, Sui. It turns out Brown and Mia have been working as drug couriers to repay Mia's debt.
I didn't expect you to deliver. You can leave us.
Suddenly, Sui asks Cheng to leave the room, which deeply offends him, especially since Sui is actually his nephew. Cheng believes he should have been the one to lead the Triad. Harboring resentment, Cheng secretly hires masked assassins to eliminate Sui. At the same time, Alex and Eli receive a report about a brutal massacre and rush to the scene. Alex is shocked to discover that the victims are members of the feared Triad gang. He begins to wonder who could be behind such a bold attack. During the investigation, Eli discovers CCTV footage showing Brown at the crime scene. However, Alex is skeptical, noting that the bullets found were fired from a long rifle, while Brown is only seen carrying a handgun in the footage.
Upstairs.
Alright, you got anything down here?
Well, she's armed.
Yeah, huh? But what's she holding?
Do you know him?
I don't fucking know him.
Assault rounds.
I see assault rounds too. Buy me an assault rifle. We may be looking for somebody else.
Alex then meets with a politician named John, a corrupt prosecutor who is also running for mayor. It's revealed that Alex used to do John's dirty work as a crooked cop. It also turns out that Brown is John's biological son. Alex explains that although Brown is a suspect, the evidence doesn't conclusively prove his guilt. John becomes worried. If Brown is convicted, it could destroy his political campaign. He orders Alex to find Brown, but Alex refuses, determined to redeem himself and leave his corrupt past behind.
I just came from a crime scene, right?
My son is not a killer. There's no way that he did this.
And then I see this on CCTV. Who's that? The way I see it, your son shit the bed so bad you're gonna need a magic wand to clean this up.
I know what you did.
We are square.
I make one phone call. I do that, and all of this is for nothing. So what do you want from me?
I just want you out.
The next day, a powerful figure named Madame Fong, the Triad's matriarch, arrives from Hong Kong to see the body of her beloved son, Suai. She then heads to the Triad headquarters to demand answers. Consumed by grief and fury, Madame Fong ruthlessly kills one of Ching's men. Terrified, Ching attempts to deflect blame by accusing Brown, John's son, as the mastermind behind the murder. Acting on John's orders, Alex heads to Chinatown and attacks Ching's men on the spot. He tracks down an illegal clinic where one of the survivors from the massacre is being treated.
Do you work with Troy Paul?
After roughing him up, Alex demands to know the truth behind the attack. The man reveals that the massacre wasn't carried out by Brown, but by a group of masked men. With this crucial information, Alex quickly leaves. However, the clinic owner kills the informant for leaking the secret.
What's he saying?
They shot him. They shot Mr. Choi.
With hockey mask, sis.
Next time I won't make it look so convenient.
Meanwhile, as John is en route to his campaign venue with his team, they are suddenly ambushed by Triad gangsters. His bodyguards are slaughtered in the attack, and John is kidnapped and taken to Madame Fong.
I can go over there and get scared to death.
People will kill you. We need to get you out of the city.
Please!
Meanwhile, Alex visits his colleague Cortez, who is hospitalized due to the vault incident from earlier. There, he also runs into two former teammates, Vince and Hayes. Cortez's wife warns Alex to be cautious of Vince, suspecting his involvement in recent events.
So good to see you. I don't know whether he'll...
You will.
He kept talking about the five of you getting in a mess.
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Old memories begin to resurface in Alex's mind. In the past, he, Vince, and Cortez had worked together for John, eliminating anyone who stood in the way of John's dream of becoming mayor. On their final mission, the target turned out to be an undercover officer posing as a drug dealer. Feeling guilty, Alex tried to convince Vince not to go through with it. But Vince killed the officer anyway to protect their secret. Since that day, Alex has been haunted by deep remorse.
What the fuck is an undercover cop doing here? It's one of us, Vince. I can't have this on me. We're taking him, Vince, and a discussion.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
Elsewhere, Mia visits her uncle, Raul, a skilled forger of identities, including ID cards, passports, and diplomas. Even John once used his services. Mia and Brown plan to obtain fake passports to escape the authorities and the triad. Worried, Raul urges Mia to contact him immediately if anything goes wrong. He arranges to meet her at a nightclub as part of their escape plan.
He's safe. I have the passports ready by this evening.
Shortly after Mia and Brown leave, Alex arrives at Raul's place. He interrogates Raul, and although he promises to protect Mia, Alex ends up arresting Raul after extracting information about her whereabouts.
Who the hell are you?
I'm a fucking cop!
She will not get out of this fucking city alive.
Put your fucking hands up, gun! No! I don't have a gun!
At the nightclub, Mia sneaks in to meet Raul, who was supposed to hand over the escape documents and money. Instead, Alex appears. Tension rises between them, but Alex assures her he's not there to arrest her, he wants to protect her.
Then you will just tell me where the fuck he is.
You know what? I'm not telling you shit.
You alright? I'm not trying to put you away. I work for his father.
Suddenly, Vince and Hayes arrive with the intention of capturing Mia and Brown. In the chaos, Mia reveals that Vince and Hayes were the real perpetrators behind the massacre of Sui and the Triad gang acting on Ching's orders. Mayhem erupts when members of the Triad also arrive to hunt down Mia and Brown. A violent shootout breaks out. As the gunfight rages on, Mia tries to escape but returns upon seeing Brown fighting off the Triad on his own. She chooses to stand by his side and help. Raul is killed in the crossfire. Alex manages to get Mia and Brown into a car and flee the scene, but Vince and the Triad continue to chase them. Tragically, all of Brown's allies are killed in the gunfight. During the escape, Alex contacts Eli and asks her to protect Cortez and his wife, believing they might be targeted next for knowing about Ching and Vince's secret alliance. However, Ching is already at the hospital, in contact with an enraged Vince, who is furious that the Triad mistakenly attacked him. When Eli arrives at the hospital and sees Ching, she gives chase. Unfortunately, Ching kills Cortez before she can intervene. Cortez's wife is paralyzed with grief. As Eli closes in, Ching brutally murders her and escapes.
What floor is that? What floor is he on? Third floor. Now! I said freeze!
Eli chases after Ching, leading to an intense shootout. She ultimately succeeds in capturing him. Afterward, Eli visits Alex's ex-wife to ask about his whereabouts. The ex-wife tells her that Alex is now staying at an old lakeside house inherited from his father.
What happened?
Hold of him and he's not answering his phone.
It's his father's old camp. He has this place down by the lake.
Having caught Ching, Eli uses him as bait to lure Vince into a trap. She forces Ching to call Vince under the pretense of offering money. Vince arrives with Hayes at the arranged location.
On his way.
Freeze!
Don't even fucking try it.
You don't look much like a cop killer.
Meanwhile, Alex takes Brown and Mia to his hideout, his father's old house. There, Alex tries to call John to pick up Brown, unaware that John has already been kidnapped by Madame Fong. Soon after, Madame Fong and her men track and storm Alex's house. A fierce battle erupts between Alex, Brown, and Mia against the Triad. They defend the house and manage to take down several attackers. However, during a moment of distraction, Brown and Mia are captured. When Alex tries to rescue them, he is overpowered by one of Madame Fong's henchmen and fails to save them. Madame Fong arrives, dragging along the bound and beaten John. Fueled by vengeance, she forces John to kill Brown and Mia with his own hands. Brown pleads for Mia's life, revealing that she is pregnant. Just as tensions reach a breaking point, Eli arrives with Ching, Vince, and Hayes in tow. She reveals that Madame Fong has been misled. The real killer of Sui wasn't Brown, but Ching himself.
You know you gotta shoot me, Dad. You gotta fucking shoot me. Oh, you still? It wasn't us. It was the cop.
Do it.
Right through me, Dad. Can you do it?
It is revealed that Ching, aided by the corrupt officers Vince and Hayes, hired the masked assassins who killed Sui. Ching's motive was jealousy, as the Triad leadership had gone to his nephew Sui instead of him. As everyone processes the shocking revelation, Hayes suddenly makes a move. He grabs a gun and attempts to shoot Brown. John, trying to protect his son, is shot instead and gravely wounded. Chaos erupts. In the ensuing firefight, Madame Fong is killed by Ching. Moments later, Ching is shot dead by Vince, who grabs a bag of money and flees. Despite being injured, Alex chases after Vince, determined to end everything. Devastated, Brown stays by his father's side in his final moments. Before dying, John asked Brown to take care of Mia and their unborn child. With a heavy heart, Brown and Mia leave his lifeless body, now lying beside that of Madame Fong. Elsewhere, Eli battles Hayes in a brutal fight. Just as she is about to be overpowered, Brown arrives and helps her finish Hayes. With the conflict finally over, Eli reunites with Brown and Mia. Although they're still fugitives, she chooses to let them go as an act of mercy.
So you're gonna be okay?
There are still people out there looking for you.
We'll take our chances.
In the final scene, police officers begin to arrive at the scene. Racked with guilt over his past misdeeds, Alex asks Eli to arrest him. But before that, he makes one final request that she deliver the Christmas gift he never got to give his child.
You're a good cop, Ellie. Now you should arrest me.
Your daughter. I'll take the present to her.